and welcome to Hero Power. I'm your host, Avanties, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Zerotio.
What is up, gang? The seasons are upon us. I'm excited. We got a lot going on.
We do. We got a good bit to talk about tonight. Not a whole lot of pressing news, but we're going to talk about our first week inside Descent of Dragons. We're going to do a little speculating about the what we could possibly see coming as far as nerfs, and unfortunately, a Hearthstone podcast, has closed its doors, and so we're going to talk about a little bit about that once we get into the show.
We don't have a lot of news, which I love these shows because that means we have a lot of room to speculate and discuss about our personal experiences with Hearthstone, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah, but first up, we do have a special guest joining us. He has a message for you. Let us welcome the recruitment and retention manager of Team Hearth Legends, Ducharmo.
Hello, everybody. Ducharmo here. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Doing well.
Doing good. Thanks for joining us and giving your announcement on the show. We really appreciate you picking Hero Power to disseminate your news.
And I really appreciate you guys allowing me the opportunity to come on here and talk about our amazing organization. So let me get into what our organization's about. We are the THL, Team Hearth Legends. I am a board member among 5 other members, and we offer a Hearthstone team-based experience where it's very similar and very different from other organizations where they have you kind of a 1v1 kind of thing. We do a team-based, so you play along 5 other players. And the good thing, and one thing I love about our organization is how the range of play level that you can get on that. So you don't have to be a legend player to be on the THL teams. In fact, some quality rank 15 or lower players are very hard to find and often are scooped up real quickly because we use a PR system or a player rating system where we rank players based on their ability level, and teams get a player rating cap. So you can't have a team that has a whole bunch of amazing players. You have to get those sort of lower ranked players. And often we find in our organization that the best teams are the ones that have good lower ranking performing players. So we also, I don't want to discourage higher ranking players from joining too. We also have a lot of opportunities for higher ranking players too. We have a pro series where there's no PR at all, and you can put like the 5 best players in the world on that team. In fact, last season my team got to play against Eddie, the GM player, and of course he beat us. But players like that join the pro series, and we have a wide range of things. We do off-season events where this off-season we had a duos event where you would pick somebody that, your friend or whatever, and a double elimination tournament where you can play with other people. We also have solo events. I think last off season we had an event where it was sort of a regional event, and we change it up every off season, and it's always awesome and always lots of participation, lots of people in there. And if you're interested in joining, you go to our website, teamhearthlegends.com. And go ahead and just kind of take a look there. You can sign up there. You can also join our Discord, the Team Hearth Legends Discord. You can find that on our website. And we offer every room for everybody. So you can be somebody who doesn't want to play and just kind of wants to experience how it works. Maybe you're a little bit dubious at it first. Just go ahead and join the Discord and find a team, and often teams will scoop you right up and put you in just so you can kind of see how things go, and you actually don't even have to play. Or you can be a substitute because people are always looking for a substitute. Not everybody plays every week. And one good thing are one of your hosts on this show, Zerotio. He is a part of Team Hearth Legends and has been part of Team Hearth Legends for what is that 10 seasons now? Zerotio, it's been a while.
Yeah, I think this is going to be my 9th season, my 8th full season I subbed for season 5, and then I've been a full-time member of the 1600 Dust team, which eventually became the Pod People at starting in season 6. I was a full-time member, and we're going into season 14 of the Legacy series. So, it's been a while.
Yeah, and I'd like to say there's no cost of anything joining. It's all free. Everything is just, it's all run by volunteer, and it's an amazing experience. You're going to meet some amazing people in there, ranging from young high school students to older individuals like myself and Zerotio. And, you're going to find, and everybody in there is amazing and loves to play Hearthstone. And if that's what you're looking for like that sort of extra Hearthstone experience, the Team Hearth Legends is something that maybe you might want to consider. Zerotio, maybe you want to talk about your experience with Team Hearth Legends. Do you have anything that you love about Team Hearth Legends, why you've been sticking around for so long?
Yeah, the real important thing to me is a team environment. Now, Desharmo said that you don't play individual games, but part of that is you do play your games individually. It's just your total score is representing all 5 of your players on your team's results. So you don't have to play a game with the rest of your players at the exact same time. And one thing that turned a lot of people off of playing in lots of other tournament series and things like that is timing. People just don't have time to play a lot of Hearthstone. Well, that's where Team Hearth Legends really excels. You have one match that you're responsible for every week. You communicate with your opponent and find a time that works for both of you. Maybe an hour in the week to play your weekly game, and that's it. That's all you got to do. You play your best of 5, and then you put in the results, and that's all you're responsible for. Now, other teams do have practice times and things like that, and ours does not, though. We're very relaxed. And really, it's important to find a team that fits best for you. Now, you might say I'm not great at Hearthstone, and as Ducharmo mentioned, there are seeds 1 through 5, and it's based on your what they call player rating. I sit at a 2 seed, and I've kind of been a 2 seed. I came into the series as a 2 seed, and I've fallen down to 4 and then back up to 2. So I've kind of found that sweet spot for me. If you join THL, you'll get into a good team, have good camaraderie, and you'll find a sweet spot for you, whether it be 5 seed, 3 seed, 1 seed. That's not what's important. What's important is that you have fun, you better your skill at Hearthstone, and you enjoy it.
Exactly. And we take all range of players from casual to hardcore. We have 3 different series, sometimes 4, and you can play in all 4 if you want to be hardcore and get a lot of experience, or you can just play in 1, or you can even substitute and just play 1 or 2 games a season. But I love the experience. I actually joined Team Hearth Legends because of listening to a podcast. In fact, I was listening to the podcast you had mentioned, 1600 Dust podcast, that actually got me into Team Hearth Legends. And then I got into actually the Hero Power team a while ago. So I've been having so much fun. In fact, so much fun that I've decided to be a board member, and I love it. And if it's something that you're interested in, come check us out.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, go to teamhearthlegends.com for more information and to sign up. Ducharmo, thank you very much for taking the time to come on tonight and allowing, spreading that message with all of our listeners. And we hope to have you back very soon. In fact, we were talking before the show. We hope to have you back as a regular guest sometime after the start of the next THL season, right?
Right, thank you. And I've actually had some experience now, have some FaceTime. I actually do a show on Team Hearth Legends now, and so I've sort of have a little presence now. As before, maybe I was a little bit shy, but this time I think I'll be a lot better prepared mentally.
You were fine the last time, but it'll be great to have you back. So,
and I appreciate the content you create for THL, especially when you shout out and give me props for being one of the best 2 seeds in the Legacy series.
It's the truth, man. You're a name that, whenever someone plays against Zerotio can beat anybody. So,
I can also lose against anybody. So that's
well, true.
I think in my 9 seasons or going on 9 seasons, I'm sitting right at a 50% win rate in my entire career. So I am the epitome of a solid player.
A solid player, yes, exactly. All right, well, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys having me on.
All right, man. Well, you have a good evening. We'll see you after the New Year. You have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, sir.
You as well, and everybody else. Merry Christmas.
All right. So that was Ducharmo from Team Hearth Legends. If you are interested, again, head over to teamhearthlegends.com. All right.
Now, before we get into the news, I do want to cover a little bit of show news. We are not going to have an episode next week, which would land on the 22nd because of the holiday season in the U.S. So we will be picking up our next episode just after Christmas. I believe that's the 28th. 29th?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. 29th. That's correct. And you'll probably get this on the 30th on the download. And then we'll be back to our regular routine every week from that point on.
Yep. So, all right. Well, let's jump right into our discussions tonight. So we are now 5 full days into the Descent of Dragons meta.
Yeah.
And we already are seeing lots of different decks out there. So Zerotio, why don't you tell us what you've been playing, what you've liked so far about this meta, and maybe what you've not liked so far about this meta?
I've tried a little bit of everything. One thing I do like about this meta so far is that you can play aggressively, you can play control, you can play combo. There's not a lot of really good like OTK combos or any combo decks out there. Not a lot of them. Holy Wrath Paladin's still there. Doesn't have a lot of inclusions of the new cards other than Sathravar. There is an OTK Priest that does 30, I believe it's 36 damage in one turn with Leroy Jenkins. That is a lot of fun when you pull it off. There's a lot of good aggressive strategies. Pirate Warrior was expected to be one of the best decks, and it's good. Dragons are showing up in places you wouldn't expect, like Hunter and Warlock. Handlock is back. I like where the game is now. I also took the time to play a class I normally don't play, Rogue, because I was about 30 games short of getting my 1,000 win portrait. So I buckled down, played a few different Rogue varieties, and settled on a Death Rattle Rogue and got my 1,000 win portrait. So now I can focus on, the good parts of, the good classes I like different Paladin archetypes, and I tried some Reno Mage today, and it feels good. It doesn't feel too solid, but it feels good.
I love Reno Mage. Now I personally have been playing since the meta changeover. I've been playing Reno Mage. I've been playing Pirate Warrior. I've been playing the deck we're going to play tonight, which is Galakrond Quest Shaman. And I've been playing a class I don't normally play in Druid. I've been playing a Dragon Druid that has been a lot of fun. And I've really enjoyed, so prior to this meta, I had been spending all of my waking hours in the battlegrounds. And now that's not many because I don't play as much as a lot of people do. I only play an hour or two a day, but I was spending all my time in battlegrounds. And I have probably only played 2 battlegrounds since this meta shift. I've been on the ladder. I think I hit 14 yesterday. Started at about 18. So I'm moving up slowly, but I'm having fun with it. And that's the thing, is I'm having a lot of fun with this meta right now.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun too. What I like about this meta is even if I play a class or a deck that I played a lot, like Holy Wrath Paladin, there's not a lot of change to Holy Wrath Paladin. It doesn't play much different. However, because I'm playing against different type of cards and different strategies, I now have to change the way I play Holy Wrath Paladin to accommodate for some of the new cards. I have to pace out my removal differently. I have to stagger some of my threats. There's some tech cards that can target Holy Wrath Paladin, and if they can find a way to generate those cards or have those in their deck, they could really wreck me. So I got to be careful how I do that. So Holy Wrath Paladin, it's almost like I'm learning the deck all over again. And it's one of my favorite decks aside from maybe old school Uther OTK. And it's just nice to have a fresh, new perspective. Now, on to the other side of what you're seeing a lot on the ladder. I'm seeing a lot of variety on the ladder. I am seeing a aggressive shaman. I'm seeing a quest shaman. I'm seeing a quest Galakrond shaman. I'm seeing a strictly Galakrond shaman. So I'm seeing a lot of variety of shaman decks on the ladder right now because shaman got a huge boost, and they were already the best class going into a Descent of Dragons release. And right now, according to HS Replay, and I'll pull it up live so I get exact stats. Shaman is making up for 55.7% win rate, where the next class Hunter is at 51.5.
Wow.
So that is a 4% deficit. And today when I looked at it, it was like a 7% deficit. Now, some people I'm noticing a lot of control on the ladder right now. I'm seeing Control Warrior. I'm seeing a control-based priest strategy. I'm seeing control-based mage strategies, and they're trying to lock these shamans down. Now, there's not a lot of time because shamans, we're going to get into the next piece of news. Shaman is probably going to have an adjustment very soon. But the only deck that seems to be a weakness to shaman, any of the shamans, is Holy Wrath Paladin. So if you have experience with Holy Wrath Paladin, if you look at HS Replay's data, everything is green, meaning it's above 50% win rate, except for against Holy Wrath Paladin, and it looks like Quest Hunter is just like 49.7%. So it is, Shaman is good right now.
They are. They're in a good place, but they're, and this is what we're going to be talking about. Is a lot of the community think they're too good right now.
Yes, and I would agree they are too good. I honestly don't think Shaman was so bad before Descent of Dragons. I don't think it was needing a heavy-handed nerf. I do think there was a little Evolve was probably a little too strong to put in for as long as they did. But other than that, I think Shaman was fine. It was the best class, but, I mean, not by a huge margin. Well, now it is the best class by a huge margin. And there was a tweet sent out by... we'll just go ahead and get into the next news piece. A tweet sent out by Hearthstone. It says we're currently working on a balance update that will arrive within the next week, containing adjustments for Descent of Dragons, including some changes aimed at Shaman. Any cards that are affected will be given a full Arcane Dust refund. Stay tuned for more detailed next week. So that would tell me Tuesday the 17th is probably going to see a nerf patch come out, or at least announcements.
I was going to say, I think we'll see an announcement. I don't know if we'll see a nerf that fast. It's possible, and I would be really shocked, but it's possible.
I wouldn't be surprised if we hear about it on Tuesday and it goes live something like Thursday, because they've done those delayed patches before where they patch it in, but they don't set it live so they can make sure that everything's stable before it goes live on Thursday. It's like a scheduled rollout. If it doesn't go live on the 17th, I can't imagine it would go beyond the 24th, which is the following Tuesday. And that is a nerf within the first 2 weeks of a set release.
Which is crazy. Have we ever had one that fast?
No. We never have. Not for balance changes. We've seen them for bug fixes and things like that, but not for balance changes. And this is good. This tells me that I think the community is going to be a little more forgiving on things like this, where a card comes out, cards come out, and it just totally unbalances the meta. The fact that they're willing and able to react so quickly tells me that the community will be happy to continue playing on the ladder, because they know that if something gets outrageous, now there are times the community see something get outrageous, and even HS Replay and Vicious Syndicate have skewing numbers in one direction, but truthfully, it's not as bad as it looks. You know, the internal numbers don't say it's bad enough, but this clearly is bad enough, or they wouldn't have said this.
Right. No, I agree. So, let's speculate just a little bit. What do you think these changes will look like? Do you feel like that all the issues are all on Galakrond, or do you think it's other cards that are kind of the smaller issues snowballing up into one big issue?
So there are some outlying cards that need to be affected. I think it's Pack of Dragons is really, really strong. It's the one that puts out the 2/3 taunts that get +3/+3 when you've invoked twice.
Okay.
I think is what it is.
Yeah.
That's really strong. But the biggest problem I think right now is the Shaman Galakrond. The fact, a few things. First off, his hero power summons a 2/1 with Rush. I think that's too strong. I think it needs to be a 1/1 with Rush. Furthermore, his battle cry has a 2 2/2s or 2 4/4s or 2 8/8 scaling.
Okay.
I think you need to make those 4/4s across the board.
That's interesting.
And instead, you summon 1 4/4 with Rush, 2 4/4s with Rush, or 4 4/4s with Rush.
Okay, that's an interesting take.
I know a lot of people say they should be 8/1s at the far end. Only the attack should scale up. But I think if you made it so they're 4/4s, that makes Galakrond stronger with no invokes at all. But it also seriously diminishes not only when it has 4 invokes at its fullest power, and when it's used with the double battle cry. Because then if they use it with the double battle cry, they'll get 8 rushes with they'll get 7 rushes with minions instead of the full 8.
Okay. So I kind of agree with you that Galakrond Shaman Galakrond needs to be scaled back. My original thoughts were, instead of the 2 2s, 4 4s, 8 8s, you would get 2 1 1s, 2 3 3s, or 2 5 5s. So they're exactly the same. The numbers are just scaling. 1s, 3s, 5s. You get 2, exactly the same as you did with the others. But
not exactly scaling.
But I also agree that the invoke is really strong. The 2 1s, I agree with you there, need to probably be 1 1s. Or cards like Corrupt Elementalist that invoke twice could probably be nerfed down to only invoke once.
I don't hate the idea of taking away the invoke twice, but I think that's one of the biggest appeals to the Shaman version of Galakrond, is you don't have to run as many invoke cards because of the Corruptor. You can make a hybrid Galakrond Quest or Galakrond Dragon. You can hybridize that deck. And if you make it so he only invokes once, then you have to have 2 more deck slots with more invoke cards. And it kind of limits the creativity. It's like, do I play Galakrond or do I just play another? I think if they did it so he only invoked once, everybody would just go back to Quest Shaman. They wouldn't even play Galakrond because you don't want to invest that much in it. Mm-hmm. While if you just nerf the hero power, maybe the Battlecry summons, I think there's still room for that deck to be viable. The power level just been brought down a little bit. At that point, a Flame Strike can deal with all of those Battlecry minions instead of not being able to deal with it, So I don't know. There's a lot of different ways they could go. I do think there's probably some other cards and other classes that are on Blizzard's radar. What they are, I don't know. But if you notice in the tweet, they specifically stated including some changes aimed at Shaman. They didn't say all changes. So they might see something internally that there is a specific class that maybe there's just this one guy up in Ontario, Canada, that's just wrecking ladder with some crazy priest deck that nobody's seen because it hasn't shown up enough on each HS replay for anybody to know it exists. So
dang it, language hacker.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, it's that kind of stuff has happened before. They may see something in Pirate Warrior that they don't like, some kind of combination of card usage that's just not working as they expected, or somebody's abused it in one way or another. I think Death Rattle Rogue has some crazy tools in it. It's really strong. I think you've been beat by it a few times where you just felt like there's no way I can win.
So I was play testing the deck that we're going to play tonight. And again, like I said, I'm right around rank 14 or 15, and it's been all Shaman counters on the ladder.
Oh yeah.
And the one that I'm seeing the most is that Death Rattle Rogue. And when it goes off, it hurts. I mean, that deck will shut you down and destroy you. I actually had one, I played against one that took me all the way out to I had 3 cards left in my library, and one of them was my Galakrond. So it was not good for me. It was just bad draws, but man, that deck is really good.
So I'll say I have played 27 games with the Death Rattle Rogue. I'm sitting at a 56% win rate, 15-12. I'll be honest, Rogue's not my best class. It was a lot of learning curve. But when you're able to get your Necrium Blade and then Necrium Apothecary, which is the 4-mana 2/5 that has the combo, draw a Death Rattle minion from your deck and gain its Death Rattle. When you do that on turn 4 with a coin or turn 5, even better, and you get, not only do you get the Mechanical Whelp's Death Rattle to summon a 7/7, you now draw a Mechanical Whelp to play on turn 6 on curve. The deck is the epitome of tempo. It is very much curve stone. It's a really, really solid deck. Flick Sky Shiv. I like hitting the Shaman's Corruptors with that because that Galakrond Shaman tends to only run that one invoke card. So that makes sure they're never going to max out their invokes the rest of the game because you kill the other Corruptor in their deck. Mm-hmm. Also, you can target your own minions with it. So I was playing against another Shaman, and he had a bunch of the 2 damage, the Kobold lackeys. He had 3 of them or 4 of them on board. I didn't have an easy way to clear the board, and I knew he was going to set up lethal next turn if he could take that damage to face, because he used them to clear my minions. Well, I played my own Kobold lackey, killing one of his other minions, and then I flicked Sky Shiv'd my own Kobold lackey to clear all the Kobold lackeys on his side. So it's very flexible, ingenuitive. My version runs 2 Wisps, which I thought was a mistake. And I looked up some guides, and they said no, Wisp is really, really strong in the game. It allows you to Faceless Corruptor on 5 by playing a Wisp with Faceless Corruptor. On top of that, it's also combo potential for Edwind and any other combo cards and Evil Miscreant. And I don't know how many turn 2 8/8 Edwinds I've gotten. The opponents just can't do anything.
So I actually faced a 10-10 Wisp earlier today.
What?
Yeah. So the guy was running
Ow.
The Anubisath that when it Death Rattle dies, give all minions in your hand +3/+3.
Oh my god.
And he was proccing the Death Rattle with the weapon and then killing it off, and then he was cloning it, he was doing all kinds of crazy tricks with it and kept getting the Death Rattle buff over and over and over, and eventually I was looking down the barrel of a 10-10 Wisp.
So I'm guessing you were facing against the Anka version.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, that I played that one first, and it did okay. It sat right at 50% win rate for me. But it is the version I was playing was a Highlander version. Actually, I ended up below 50% by the time I was
see
done.
that deck list. I'm a big Highlander fan, so I want to see that deck list.
I will make sure to put it in the Hero Power Patron Discord that you also can be part of. If you go over to patreon.com/Hero Power, for as little as $1, you can join our community over there, and we share deck lists, we share theory craftings. If somebody stumbles upon an awesome deck that takes them up a few ranks, they toss it in there before they put it anywhere else.
Yeah. All right. So what other? So we've talked about Shaman and Galakrond, but what other cards in this set do you feel like might need to be looked at that might be too strong? Anjin-san in our chat actually was just talking about, and I'll read it as he wrote it. That 5-drop that makes 5/4s with Rush and a copy is dumb too. So, what do you think about Faceless Corruptor? Do you think Faceless Corruptor is too powerful?
I think that Faceless Corruptor is definitely nerf fodder. I think if it made it like a 5/2 with Rush and was a 5/2 with Rush, I think that would be more balanced. Because right now as a 5/4, that 4 health is kind of that break point against aggro decks. A lot of your aggro decks cap out at 3 attack, and they fill the board with 2 and 3 attack minions, and they just kind of flood you. But the Faceless can throw down a small minion. In some cases, they'll toss down a Kobold, the Kobold Lackey, which does 2 damage to clear a minion. Then it turns the Kobold Lackey into a 5/4 with Rush. It's also a 5/4 with Rush, so it clears 2 more minions, and then they will stay on the board, usually at 1 or 2 health, needing to be cleared.
Right.
They have to address something with 5 attack. They can't just ignore it. And because of that, I think the 5 attack is important because that's also a break point with your mid-range and your control strategy. And some of the Galakronds, the 4/5 taunts, need to be cleared. But I think if it was a 5/2 that made another minion another 5/2, I think it would be fine.
Okay. All right. Are there any other cards that you've seen so far in the set that you think need to be addressed that we haven't talked about?
So I don't know what the pool is like, but I saw on Trollden a few past guests of our show. It was on the most recent Trollden episode. Ridiculous Hat, Language Hacker was on there. That's Admirable is on there twice. Alexstrasza, the new Alexstrasza.
Alexstrasza Dragon Queen,
that gives you 2 random dragons into your hand, is giving you Alexstrasza a lot.
Yeah. So
I don't know if the pool is just that small.
Multiple Dragon Queen Alexstrazzas.
There was multiple, I don't know if they were Korean or it's some kind of APAC tournament coverage. There were at least 3 or 4 different clips from a tournament series held out over in the APAC region that 3 to 4 Dragon Queens were played in one turn. And it totally flipped the game. So I don't know if she needs to be nerfed specifically, but I think that the pool needs to be addressed. Maybe there's something in there, and maybe there's not enough dragons. I don't know. But maybe the pool needs to be addressed for Dragon Queen because that's happening. It's happened against me too. I haven't played enough of her to have personal experience playing it, but I'm seeing multiple Dragon Queens a lot. And that could just be an algorithm change. I don't know if that would be considered a nerf. Also, some of the Galakronds, I think, could go up in some mana. I think the Galakrond for Rogue could go up an extra mana point. I think the Priest Galakrond, what is it, 7 mana, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
For the Priest one?
Yeah.
7 mana to be able to clear 4 minions. That's pretty nutty. I actually played the Priest Galakrond a little bit, and I'm pulling it up to verify. Yeah, are all the Galakrons 7
I
mana?
think they're
Now that
all
I think about
7
it?
mana, 5 armor. Yeah.
I think 7 mana just allows too much wiggle room to do other things with it. The Warriors Galakrond for 7 mana. Now you have 3 more mana to maybe do some other invokes to add even more +3/+3, plus use the hero power. You can Galakrond, play the 1-cost weapon and hero power in one turn, which gives you 1 attack. Well, you play the weapon first, obviously.
Yeah.
Then you get the 5 attack weapon, and then you get the hero power. That's 11 attack in just one turn with those 3 cards. So I could see Galakrond as a whole going up to 8 mana, maybe even 9. Because when you play Galakrond, it is a huge swing. And I think Kronk specifically could also go up to maybe 7 mana.
Okay.
Kronk's is a huge swing as well. And that would delay when you get the I think if you go up with the Galakrond, I think if you go up to 8 mana, Kronk's goes to a 7. I don't think you need to go to 9. It's just being able to Galakrond and your hero power plus maybe a 1 mana, which 1 mana spells and some of those weapons are pretty strong, can add some extra damage. So I don't know. I think Galakrond as a whole might get addressed.
Okay. All right. Anjin-san says Galakrond should be 9.
I wouldn't. If Galakrond came out as 9, it wouldn't bother me. The fact that it came out as 7, and if they send it all the way up to 9, I don't know. That might be a little heavy-handed, but it might be what's needed.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So we should know more, whether it's an announcement or a actual nerf itself. Now they did say that any of the cards that are affected by these changes will be eligible for a full dust refund.
Hmm.
So that tells me there could be a few that get hit. We'll have to wait and see. But
So what this tells me, if you're still opening packs, don't dust anything.
That's correct. Save your cards because we don't know exactly what will be what will be changed. So, but as Zerotio said earlier, we should find out Tuesday, December the 17th. All right. So this brings us to our next bit of news. If you guys have not heard and are fans of Omnistone, the Omnistone podcast is being shut down by Omnislash, which is the company that was hosting it. Basically, Omnislash released a statement that they are getting out of the content creation business. So basically, Kibler, Firebat, Ike, Patra, and Zalay are all being released from their contracts with Omnislash. And Omnislash is going to rebrand. Well, they're going to stay Omnislash, but they're going to refocus their efforts away from content creation and more on app development, looking to compete with HS Replay. Now, you might think, what in the world? You've got this great you've got this built-in community relay in Kibler and Firebat and Zalay and the whole crew. Why would they do this? Well, we really don't know. They don't specifically say why. A lot of the community is speculating that it could be financial related. They may just not have the funds to continue paying those players. But without people like Kibler and Firebat and Zalay pushing your product, what can they expect from the community? Because I mean, you're looking at competing against HS Replay, which is one of the largest, most used trackers on the market.
Yeah, I tried this Omni app, and the only reason I tried this Omni app is because it was pitched by Brian Kibler. I saw it on one of his streams, and to kind of talk about that a little bit, the Omni/team has been very vocal. They're not a very big team. There's 5 members of it, but every time you would see a Hearthstone tournament that was casted by Kibler, he would mention Zalay, an Omni/teammate, Patra, an Omni/teammate. They're always pitching each other. So I kind of associate Kibler, Firebat, Ike, Patra, Zalay as Omni/. They are Omni/. And actually, some people thought that Kibler was one of the founders of Omni/, which obviously isn't true as we're figuring this out. He was just a contracted streamer and personality. But I've tried the app, and I stopped trying it because I wasn't happy with it. But I told myself, hey, Kibler's backing this product. I'm going to keep it installed on my computer because he's going to make sure to communicate with them what's wrong with it, what changes need to be made. It had a couple things I liked, but didn't look right. It didn't function right. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it another chance in a month or so. I'll just pay attention to Kibler. He'll let me know when things are going good with it. Now I have no faith in the product because the one person that I thought would be backing it and letting me know that this product is ready to compete with HS Replay is no longer part of it. So I'm going to be uninstalling this after the show tonight because I have no faith that this product is even going to be good because they don't have somebody that I feel embodies quality in card games like Brian Kibler and Firebat backing this product anymore. They've gotten rid of those people. And so now I can't go to somebody's stream and see them using this product because they're getting rid of the people that are speaking for it. I think this is a horrible, horrible business move. I think if this was a financial decision, they needed to back down on some of the payroll, at least keep somebody like a Brian Kibler who's done nothing but speak good for Omni/. Mm-hmm. And again, I don't know if these contract endings are amicable or they gave them notice or any of that yet. I haven't tuned in to see what's going on. I haven't checked out any of the streams, to see if they've preemptively taken down their sponsorships or anything like that. But I really think if they had cut everybody except for Kibler, I could understand it. But the fact that they cut everybody out, somebody has to promote your product on a stream, and they've cut all these people out. So nobody's going to be promoting this product on a stream, and it will never take down giants like HS Replay. And it will not have the data to compete against other sources like Vicious Syndicate. So I think this is a horrible business move, and it's going to affect their bottom line more than they expected. I know personally I'm uninstalling the Omni app and probably will never even look into it again.
Yeah, well, now, with all that said, Kibler did make an announcement on his Twitter yesterday. Let me see if I can find that real quick, where he actually talked about this, and he said that, he was thankful for the support of Omni/ over the past few years and looks forward to working with them on their future plans. He has, in fact, spoken with Frodan and he with Firebat about continuing to do a regular Hearthstone show, perhaps supported via Patreon. So they're not done yet. So while Omnistone may be gone, the hosts, Frodan, Firebat, and Kibler, may be continuing on with a new show.
That's great news. And I would expect something like that. Obviously, there's been some kind of turmoil with Brian Kibler in the Hearthstone space with the Blitzchung stuff, but I love to see that he's continuing to support the game and support the community. So I'm glad that they're able to move on. I think OmniSlice even mentioned that he made a mention in one of the Reddits or whatnot that they hope that the hosts would go and create their own podcasts and continue what they're doing, and that's good and all. I just think I still stand by my disclaimer that I think this is a bad business move for Omni, and I don't think their product is going to be promoted enough to be profitable.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Because see, I have the HS Replay membership, the premium,
Mm-hmm.
because it offers so much, and so many people had it before me and preached how good it was. If they're going to come out the gate with a premium without having the longevity, because for a long time HS Replay was completely free, without having that longevity, and they just want to jump right into profitability without word of mouth, without spokespersons, then that's going to fail.
That's what a lot of the community seems to think as well. Reading comments on their tweet and on the Reddit post, a lot of people just don't see how this thing can succeed without having names attached to it. And so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. That brings us to this week's Tavern Brawl, Decorating Dalaran. Now, we've seen this one before. This is not the first time we've had this event.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of a twist.
It's a little different. Yeah, the League of Evil is feeling festive. Build a deck to spruce up Dalaran for the holidays and disperse with those pesky defenders. With the help of an evil hench person, how many decorations can you put up? Now, the day this dropped, last Wednesday, all the way up until yesterday, I have been seeing posts on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Reddit. Does anybody understand how this Tavern Brawl works? Nobody seems to understand. All they know is deal 30 points of damage to Dalaran and then let their minions kill you to get your pack. Zerotio, can you explain it?
I'm in the community, the Facebook group. So a lot of people are seeing the health totals go up and they get frustrated. They don't understand how to beat it. And then when they know that the opponent's finally going to have lethal on them, they're conceding. That's not how this works. You have to lose the game. When you lose, you win. I don't think you get the rewards until you've done at least 30 damage to it, which is equating decorations. I think I got 289 by the time I lost. Mm-hmm. But I knew how this worked. I was like, you know what? I'm happy where I'm at. The next 2 turns, I just let them get at me, and I won. I won by losing. So it is a little, if you've not seen this before, it's a little standoffish. But they added some change to it. I like how they kind of turned this on the League of Evil, where you're forcing these decorations on Dalaran, and their guards are trying to stop you from vandalizing Dalaran with all these decorations. So I like the lore in it. Joe Mag always does a great job of kind of making things a little fresh, and I wouldn't expect even any change to any of the Tavern Brawls this close to a release. Mm-hmm. So I'm really happy with it. With that. There is one thing I forgot. We missed an episode that I didn't put in the show notes. They announced they kind of teased the new solo content that's going to be come out in January.
Okay.
Did you hear about this?
No.
They teased the solo content coming out in January, and just kind of flavor, not really any details. That it's going to be a linear story. I think it's probably going to be $19.99 like normal, but there will be 35 new cards released through the storyline of the solo content. So you are going to get cards for your money.
Okay.
And that makes me happy because it's bringing back the old solo adventure styles. Whether they continue to do this or not, we'll have to see. But that means we're going to have 135 cards in the set, possibly 30, 35, 40 cards in the solo content. You know, that's looking at 170 cards per block 3 times a year.
That's awesome.
That's healthy.
Yeah, that's
And
very good.
That's new content, new meta every month and a half, instead of every 4 months. You know, so I'm really excited. This may be the way they do it, aside from like doing these special events that drop us new cards. So I'm excited for that. I forgot that we didn't do a show that week, so we missed that announcement. But
yeah.
We'll know more about that in the coming weeks, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, like we said earlier in the show, this week we are going to talk about that deck, which everybody is playing at the moment and could be getting nerfed here momentarily, and that is Galakrond Quest Shaman. And now the version we are running is, as Zerotio said, there are multiple flavors of Galakrond Shaman. This is the Quest Shaman running Corrupt the Waters. So I'll run down the deck list, and then we'll talk a little bit about how the deck plays. So it's 2 Mutates, Corrupt the Waters, 2 Invocation of Frost, 2 Sludge Slurper, 2 Evil Cable Rat, 1 Novice Engineer, 2 Questing Explorer, 2 Sandstorm Elementals, 2 Mind Control Techs, 2 Devoted Maniacs, 2 Troll Bat Riders, 2 Corrupt Elementalists, 2 Dragon's Pack, 2 Faceless Corruptors. Then you've got Galakrond the Tempest, 2 Mogu Flesh Shapers, and of course, good old Shudderwalk. So, have you had a chance to play this deck at all, Zerotio, or have you just been teching and playing against it?
I have played this a little bit. I think I got like 3 games with it. Right now, Shaman is in a crazy spot. It's across the board over 55% win rate for the most part. The best Shaman is the pure Galakrond Shaman right now, sitting around 63 to 64% win rate, depending on your flavor of the Galakrond Shaman. But the Galakrond Quest Shaman is a healthy 57.4, 59.8 win rate, kind of depending on, you know, a couple inclusions and removals. The Mutate list has a good 57.4% win rate. I like the way it plays better because it has more flexibility. Also, you have the Galakrond itself, and you can double the battle cry on it, filling your board with the 8/8s. And then you could also Shudderwalk on top of that.
Yes.
Getting those 8/8s again. And there is some weird room to this isn't the version that has it. There's the one that has I can't remember the name of the card. It puts a copy of a minion, gives it +2/+2 in your hand. You can get endless Shudderwalks that way. It's not 100%. But this one has a Corrupt Elementalist, which is just, and the Dragon Packs, which just make this.
Yeah.
You have to clear a board probably 5-6 times.
Yeah, you can
past
easily
this deck.
with this deck you can easily win games without ever playing Galakrond. Now, Galakrond is just a for sure nail in the coffin, but like Dragon's Pact and the Corrupt Elementalist, as you were saying, you can flood a board really fast. And if your opponent floods a board, obviously the double Battle Cry Mind Control tech can really swing a game, and there are ways with this deck to win without ever playing Galakrond.
Yeah, the funny thing about this deck that the weakest part of the deck to me is the Mogu Mutate. And
Mogu Mutate is a good combo anyway, but it is probably the weakest part of this deck.
Honestly, you could cut the Mogus and the Mutates and add some other, damage-based battle cries, and probably get a better win rate. As a matter of fact, on HS Replay, there is a version of that deck that's not running the Mutates, and I'm trying to see if they have the Mogus. They are not running the Mogus either, and it's sitting at 59.8%, which is about 2% higher win rate than this version. So there's a lot of agency that you can adjust to kind of clear this up. And really, the Mogu into Mutate's only good if you hit something like a Tyrion or a Grom with it. Other than that, a lot of those 8-drops are lackluster, and you're better off playing more rush minions and more board centric, tactics. It's
I will remind that there is some fun things though that when you mutate into one of those cards and your opponent just goes, never mind, concede.
Yeah. It's if they're playing a board centric style and flood the board to counteract your board flooding, you can get a Mogu mutate off on turn 3 or turn 4.
Oh yeah,
and get like a Tyrion or a Grom or something, and it's just like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and roll the dice on the next game.
So
I mean, it's definitely a high rolly potential in this deck, but if you're going to trim the fat anywhere, that's probably where I would do it.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly it. So all right. Well, that's going to pretty much do it for us this week. If you're joining us on Twitch or YouTube, please stay tuned as we are going to take this deck and play it on the ladder. If you are listening via the audio podcast, thank you for joining us this week. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at HeroPower_cast. You can find all of our past episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/ECMMOgamers or on our website at heropowerhs.com. If you enjoy the show and you'd like to help support and improve it, you can do so by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/heropower. And we'll see you all again next week.
And don't forget to use your hero power.
Alrighty then.
202 episodes that I have said that silly catchphrase that you and Versika said was horrible and we shouldn't say it.
Yeah. We know.
Like, oh, that's so corny. Oh, no, let's not do that. Oh, no, I'm doing it.
Yeah. So, as I do every expansion, at the beginning of a new meta, I deleted all my decks, and I have 6 decks that I've been playing recently. So, we are going to play Galakrond Quest Shaman tonight. And I'm looking forward to this deck getting nerfed so I can play some other stuff and have fun.
So I deleted all my decks, like I do, and I forgot to delete the decks out of my HS deck tracker. And if you've tried to delete over 1,000 entries in the HS deck tracker, yeah, you got to do it in chunks because it crashes.
Yeah. All right. So we got, of course, Corrupt the Waters. Then we got Invocation of Frost, Mutate, and Shudderwalk. I think we throw everything back except Corrupt the Waters. What do you think?
So one of my favorite plays is to invocate on turn 1 and mutate the 2/1 rush into a 3-cost minion.
Really?
Because a 3-drop on turn 1 is a huge curve.
Okay, so we're going to turn 1, we're going to invocate, mutate. Turn 2, we'll play Corrupt the Waters.
That's what I would do. I would throw that back just to Shudderwalk.
I haven't done that. Let's try that and see what happens.
Because oh wow, right into Questing Explorer. That's awesome because we could on turn 2 corrupt coin questing. Wow, Quest Rogue, interesting.
All right.
Yeah, because turn 2 he's probably going to want a hero power and deal with whatever we put on the board, but his face is frozen.
Witch's Cauldron.
Not the greatest 3-drop roll, but honestly, we have these rushing minions that are come off invokes. That's going to give us shaman spells.
Yep. So we're going to Corrupt the Waters, coin Questing Explorer?
That's what I like. That gives him a 2/3 he has to deal with, and if he deals with a 2/3,
we get a shaman spell.
we get a shaman spell. Oh my goodness. This curve is sick. This troll bat rider is also a 4-mana 3/3, just does 3 damage to an enemy minion. It's strong right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, 3 damage is that break point you're seeing right now against aggro. If you can do 3 damage, you're killing just about anything on their board. Okay.
Oh,
he's good. See, he eviscerated the 0/4.
All
Wow,
right.
that could have went bad for him if it had died. Yeah, I think we do we novice first or do we Sudsurfer first?
Let's slurper first and see what we get. Transform a friendly minion into one that costs 1 more. So we could hit the questing and go to a 3 mana.
We could, but that gives us a 1-drop to work with our Corruptor on turn 6. So I would just play the novice right now.
Okay.
I hope you like my invention.
There's Shudderwalk.
Yeah. And we now have 3 ticks on the...
So he's going to get a spell. He's having a hard time deciding this. He must not have gotten anything good. Another Faceless Corruptor. Let's go to face with the Questing Explorer, and then Lackey the Questing Explorer. See what we get. I love another Witch's Cauldron.
Brightwing.
Okay, now.
So...
Then I think we just clear the 4/3 and Hero Power. The reason I want to clear the 4/3 is because I want there to be a high chance of survivability for one of these minions, so we can face this Corruptor it.
Okay. All right.
Dragon Horde, okay. So this might finish his quest, depending what he... I mean, he might have just got neutral legendaries. Okay, so we know it. He picked up a non-rogue legendary.
Yeah. So he gets Ancient Blades, which is changes his hero power to equip a 3/2 and with immune while attacking.
Okay. He's gonna clear 1 minion, so we can face this Corruptor that have 2 5/4s.
Yep.
I think
what we do.
that's what we do. Because remember, that also is a battle cry.
Yep.
Yeah, attacking first. 2 5/4s on turn 5. That's so strong. Like I said, if those are 5/2s, I think it would be better.
So next turn we'll have 6 mana. We can Evil Cable Rat to proc our hero power or our quest, and then we can hero power Lackey or whatever. See what our options are. Rush.
He's probably going to rush into
attack
one and hit it with his
clear.
face. Yep. Leaving the frozen one. So, I hear what you're saying. Well, that's just a 1/1. Yeah, I think I like that. Evil Cable Rat first.
Transform a friendly minion into one that costs 1 more.
Wow, so we could double battle cry that and put it on the Corruptor.
And that would make a 7 mana minion.
Do we want a 7 mana? The other opportunity is we could just troll Bat Rider, but that might be better with the double battle cry.
Yeah. We
also could just
flesh
Mogu and
Scraper.
brush in.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that, and that'll allow us to keep the Lackey, the Faceless Lackey with the, or the Witchy Lackey with the Faceless Corruptor.
Okay.
So position is going to be mattering more. Ooh.
Dragon Rider Talritha.
The question is, does he have any dragons? Okay.
So he's gonna clear.
So what do you think of Faceless Corruptor on the
Cable
1-1?
rat. Yeah.
Go face first. Faceless Corruptor on the Cable Rat. Clear the 1-1, and then lackey the
The one
damage
that-
by 4.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we could even invocate his face so he can't swing.
Oh.
Ooh, yes. Invocate his face definitely now.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, mutate the other. I would mutate the Faceless Corruptor.
Let me change your mind.
Oh, what a curve!
Wow.
I mean, that lowered the power, but it gave us a draw. That's just good.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
All right.
Whoa.
Tess.
What are they gonna even icicle? Okay, snap freeze. That does nothing. Oh no. Okay. Another Talritha.
Okay.
Okay, so now we run the 2-1 into Tess. And then I did my math wrong. I did my math wrong,
Actually-
but that's fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Actually,
we
no,
hero
no.
power.
We can still clear this board.
We can. I was gonna hero power back. Hold on. Before you do that, why don't you hero power before you play the Devoted Maniac?
Well, because I was thinking Devoted Maniac, use the invoke in that to clear Tess, Bat Rider to kill this, and then send 8 to face.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that works. That's about the same as what I would have done. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh wait. Yeah, that's right. Because
Yeah.
it's random. You don't get to choose, but we cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's random amongst enemy minions.
Yeah.
What I should have done is ran the Cabal Shadow Priest into Tess and then done that. But okay. Backstab on Gadget. That's probably very smart.
Yeah. Edwin.
Van Cleave. Okay.
That's all right, because we're gonna hero power Corrupt Elementalist and invoke 4 times.
Yeah. So sick. Wait, do we need to clear board space? No, we don't.
No, we don't.
We don't. I was making sure we weren't going to kill any.
I did
that
the
way.
math.
So we send
I think you
3 into Edwin.
said, yeah,
Then do we just go face?
I think so.
I would keep the 2-1. Do you think they play Mind Control Tech?
Probably. There's probably a lot of that right now.
If
Because you
they're
got a lot
playing
of
Mind
big
Control
boards.
Tech, what I would do is I'd play the questing and not run in the 2-1.
That's what I was thinking.
Because that gives more targets.
Yeah,
More bad targets.
yeah.
Where if we just ran the 2-1 in and then play the 2-3, it basically increases the chance from getting a 2-1 to getting a 2-3. It's the worst option.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So that's 1-0.
Yeah, and I like that I'm seeing Ingenuity, people still playing fun decks.
Yes.
I didn't see a lot of the Descent of Dragons. Of course, you're around rank 15, 14, so a lot of these players may not buy the expansion. They may not buy the set, so they may not have a lot of cards from the new set, that is.
All right. Shaman versus Shaman.
Now, that last player was Lasso. I've seen him on the ladder in a rank 5 area before.
Okay.
Months ago.
So-
So he's obviously played before.
Here we're playing against another shaman. We're on the coin. We've got Dragon's Pack, Corrupt Elementalist, and Sandstorm Elemental.
So normally I would want to throw back the Corrupt Elements and the Dragon Pack, but if we keep them, we can Corrupt Elementalist on 4 with the coin
And Dragon's
and
Pack
go
on
right
5.
into Dragon Pack on 5.
I don't hate that.
Because we're going to have a slow play anyway.
So we're just going to
But-
keep this whole hand then, right?
I
Or we
would.
throw
I
back
would.
Sandstorm.
No, I keep Sandstorm because that's what we need to calm down the early game so we can get to that strong 4 to 5.
Okay.
So I Corrupt the Waters, and then if he plays, the 2-1.
Or the questing, the novice engineer, or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
evil cable rat, or any of those.
Any of those.
Yeah.
We can counter it. A lot of times they'll play the 2-1 Murloc, and then immediately a lackey behind it. Okay. So we want to make sure we're not overloading on 3, because we need all of our mana on 4.
Correct.
So if we're going to overload, we're probably going to want to do it on this turn.
And I don't hate Sludge Slurper Lackey this turn.
I don't either. See which lackey we get. Okay, spell lackey. I like it.
Farsight?
I like the Farsight.
I do too.
I think it'll be a partial refill. We really don't need the Feral Spirits with the Dragon's Pack.
I do find that sometimes mid to late game I run out of cards in hand, so a draw mechanic is never a bad thing.
Yeah, and a draw mechanic that reduces the cost. It could reduce the cost of Galakrond.
Yes.
Or even better, Shudderwalk, allowing you to hero power then Shudderwalk.
Yep.
Okay, so he had our line of play. I think we hero power pass here and get ready for our big swing turn next turn.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, see, they've got a taunt totem. That's good. It's going to save us some face damage.
Of course it's the right way.
Oh, Faceless Corruptor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we coin, and then we run both of those, one to the 2/2, one into the totem.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And now he has to run his 2/3 Questing Explorer and generate another 1 damage for the Corrupt Elementalist. So maybe he plays a second Sandstorm Elemental, which we want him to play the Sandstorm Elementals before he finishes his quest.
Mm-hmm.
Because then he gets less value out of them
Of course
later.
it's the right way.
Okay, questing.
We're both at 3.
Sandstorm Elemental. Yep, here we go. That's what we want to see. So now we Dragon Pack, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so too. Because this is a swing turn for him. How does he deal with the 5/6s now?
He's got to
The
find
four
some
is
way to
quest-
do 12 damage to remove both of these.
So he probably combinations. What's his Mogu is at 3 mana now.
Yeah.
So he could use a combination of Mogu. He might be able to Faceless Corruptor, but that's still not great. Yeah, he is not drawing well for this. He's going to get one of these. That's it.
Well, he's just completed his quest. Invocation, okay.
So he's going to get some rushers.
Now I think we questing.
Yeah. I mean, there's merit to facelessing this 5/6, but because we have a mind control tech, we might not worry about clearing his minions right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking. See, we need 3.
Questing first.
Yeah, questing first. See what we draw. Shutterwalk. Evil Cable Rat. No.
Makes me wish we would have Farsighted.
Do we Cable Rat or do we Sandstorm Elemental?
We can do both.
We can, yeah.
But we are playing into a mind control tech.
Mind control
but
tech, yeah.
We're playing into a mind control tech for a fairly weak board. It's not likely he's going to take the Spirit Wolf. It's a 25% chance.
Or we
So
could
we
just
might be
play
okay.
this and play the Lackey. Discover a spell.
You know, I don't hate the Sandstorm Elemental here.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. Because if he mind control techs, he's not getting a hero powered mind control tech.
Yeah.
And we take the mind control tech out of there. And 75% of his luck is bad, is not very good. It's not a very good roll for a mind control tech.
Right.
Double the power, double the
Okay, so he's just gonna power through it.
There's the free Mogu.
See-
So he's going to clear our whole board here.
Gotcha. Wow, second Mogu. This actually could turn out decent if he trades properly, which it looks like he is. Why would he not use a 2-1?
Double,
That one- oh, that one's
double
attacked
mind
already.
control tech.
Yeah, we would get 2, wouldn't we? Because
Yep.
he's at 5. Yeah. And then we can Ethereal Lackey. Okay, so. Okay.
I think we mutate this.
Yes. I think we mutate this.
Oh!
Oh, so. Do we want Ethereal Lackey?
No, I don't think we give him a chance to mind control it back.
I don't think he has mind control tech in his hand, but I think you're right. I think we just pass. Yeah, he played into mind control tech pretty hard.
Yeah, he did.
And this Galakrond build does do that because you're putting out so many rush minions.
Invocation, okay.
Is he going to run everything into it?
No.
No, he's not. The space, okay.
All right, so I think now
So
we get into Quest Shaman here. We hero power, slurper.
I like hero power and ethereal lackey first, and then we can faceless the ethereal lackey.
Okay.
Let's see what we get off the ethereal lackey first, though. Stormbringer. That is so good with evoke cards.
Okay. So we're gonna go Stormbringer.
Yeah. And then I like Lightning Storm. He's gonna have a lot of small rushing
Little
minions
stuff,
too.
yeah.
And then we faceless the lackey and then clear the 2-1. So funny story. While we watch his turn, Dexter had one of the guys in his chat, not one of his regulars, say, "How about a new wife?" And because of the faceless corruptor, "How about a new life?" sounds like "How about a new wife?" Well, Dexter banned him, thinking he was talking poorly about his wife, who's also a bot in the channel, and then was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're talking about." Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. He was being defensive and then realized, oh, wait, you're just making fun of what Faceless Corruptor says. How about a new wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
It was funny. Okay. He is not clearing the 8-8. That is going to be rough for him.
Okay. Now. We
Well,
could...
the 8-8's going to faced.
Well, yeah. 8-8's going to face. And then I think we hero power, slurper.
Okay. Oof. Oof. Want to
Maniac.
get the 8/8 taunt? No, what do we want to protect them? So let's Maniac.
Well,
Let's Maniac first.
okay.
Let's go ahead and then let's Titanic Lackey the Maniac. We're protecting the 8/8.
Okay.
So he can't easily rush a bunch of minions into the 8/8.
Do we
And then
Cobalt Lackey face?
I would just Lackey face to protect against even more security against.
And then this sets us up to Stormbringer next turn, unless he clears the board.
Yes.
And he's already used both of his
both of his Sandstorm Elementals.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any of the spell lackeys at all, so it's unlikely that he has spell-based board clears. Really, his only out is Galakrond at this point, and it's not even that great. He'll clear 4 minions. Galakrond? Oh, no, I control tech. Good. And that's fine. I don't even hate that. Oh, that's rough.
Not terrible.
No.
So we're gonna clear the 8. We're gonna clear the 2/6 with the 8/5.
Or are we?
Well, we could Lightning Storm.
I don't hate Lightning Storm into Faceless Corruptor.
Okay.
Hopefully you roll high on those 3/3s. At least one of them. Okay. Faceless Corruptor, the 1/1. Clear both of those with the rush minions and then go face. There is merit to maybe trading in the 2/1
Yeah.
so that we play around the other mind control tech, but honestly, I'm fine with this. He'll get 1 minion off mind control tech.
No, he won't.
He won't. But he'll be able to rush in and get him.
Yeah. He's gonna clear.
Yeah. But see, we also have Shutter Walk.
That's true.
It's a pre-Galakrond Shutter Walk, but he also pre-Galakrond Shutter Walk. So.
And
Well, there's a Sandstorm Elemental.
yeah. 2, 4, 6. What do you think about Hero Power, Sandstorm, Novice? I mean, we've got plenty of health. We could take a hit.
What if we Farsighted first to see if maybe we can get like a Dragon Pack? Invocation of Frost. Okay, so we can Sandstorm Elemental, Novice, and Invocation. We're gonna freeze the Shutter Walk, and I don't think we run into it
I don't think we do either. I think we hold it.
because we could get a Mogu into Stormbringer next turn if the board stays the same or more minions develop on it. Because we'll have 9 mana next turn.
Yes.
And with 4 minions, we can Mogu Stormbringer next turn. And the legendary pool for Stormbringer has gotten significantly better with Descent of Dragons.
Yeah.
A lot of really good Descent of Dragons legendaries in the pool. Okay, so he's digging for lackeys to deal with the board. Digging for more lackeys to deal with the board. He is
Discover
not
Dragon.
getting the lackeys he wants.
Yeah, but now he's digging for dragons, which I don't like.
Yeah, but dragons inherently are going to be slow.
Have a good night, Unjin San. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Okay. Double lackey on that. Okay.
All right.
So we can just shutter walk, and we're guaranteed to get Sandstorm Elemental procs and a Mind Control. Well, Mind Control tech probably won't grab anything, but we'll get Devoted Maniacs. We'll get lots of Rush minions from Corrupt Elemental.
So do we need to run these guys in first to clear?
I think so. I mean, I really like the Mogu into Stormbringer, and I don't know when we'll have a better play for that, but kind of have to deal the board for the chance that he gets maybe a sneaky Bloodlust. So I think run these minions in and play Shutterwalk. I mean, there's merit to not running them in so that we could get more... No, they would just turn them into Shutterwalk, so that wouldn't matter. Well, we did get something. I would just send them into Shutterwalk because he's going to survive. Just go ahead and do the animation. We could mutate the Shutter, but yeah, no, we can't. Okie doke. Doesn't clear the Shutterwalk, but it's low enough that it shouldn't do. Now we got a lot of low cost minions we could use with the
Stormbringer, yeah. And we got a Lava Burst. If we can do 3 more points of damage.
Yeah, yeah. That is also an out. Or we can get any lackeys that do damage.
Yep.
I mean, if he doesn't clear one of our Shutterwalks, we got lethal. And I don't know what he could do. Oh, here comes Galakrond.
That's alright. That doesn't really save him. I mean, he'll clear our board, but...
Well, he doubled Galakrond, so...
Oh. Yeah, but he doesn't get double armor.
No, but he gets those 8/8s, which is pretty rough. We're trying to figure out if we have enough mana to use our hero power before we start our chain, and I don't know if we... Guess we could. I think we start with... we're not going to concede, dude. Just pass your turn. I think we start with the Ethereal Lackey to see if we can get a spell out. So, hero power Ethereal Lackey, maybe? To see if we can get a spell out.
Double Lava Burst doesn't get us there.
It doesn't. Trying to see. No, I think we just take the. I think we take the Lava Burst though. Ancestral Healing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
oh,
so
we had too many cards in our hand.
Oh, okay.
So
I think we rushed that one.
I think. Okay.
And then we invoke Frost on the 8/8 to clear the other 8/2 with the rushing minion. And then we double Mogu.
Double mutate.
Oh, we clear the 8/2 and then we mutate that.
Oh, dang it!
Oh, you didn't get it. Okay, that's fine. Are we dead? No, we're not dead. We're very close to dead. Yeah, we had a lot of thinking to do that turn. That's the one thing about this deck that's hard, is because there's a lot of animations. There probably could have been a cleaner line there. Okay.
Yeah, I think the only out we've got now is to draw our Galakrond.
Yeah, we need our Galakrond. It's not our Galakrond. So we can run. Try to see if we could do. We can run our Grom into a 5/6.
But what does that do?
It makes it within range to kill it. This isn't looking good.
No.
We needed a way to generate an ethereal lackey. Yeah, run that in and then witchy lackey it. Maybe hero power witchy lackey. No, we don't want a hero power. We want a 9-drop. I think Shovel Fist is it 9? Okay. Yeah, that's done. I think we can concede now. The Burly Shovel Fist I think was a possible out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh well. In the mirror match though, that's pretty good. We needed our Galakrond.
Yes.
Honestly, he got Shutterwalk and Galakrond, and we only got the Shutterwalk. So, I think if we drawn the Galakrond, we probably would have been in a better spot.
Yeah. All right. So 1-1.
We'll go one more.
Go one more. See how we do.
The one thing I can say is this set it's just fun. It's just a really, really fun set of cards to play with.
Yes, it is.
It might be the most fun I've had since Kobolds and Catacombs.
Oh, a warrior.
A warrior, which means he is either control, which is coming out to stop aggro, or it's pirate.
Yeah. All right. So troll, bat rider, mind control tech. We're going first. Do we throw back the bat rider and the tech?
I think so. I think we try to get our early game. That's good.
That is good.
I like the questing early.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, and the Bat Rider. It's not terrible. Cataclysmic. He's excited.
Yeah.
Ooh, celebrate the holiday.
Oh, it's one of these guys.
That's the right way.
All right. Into faceless.
Okay. Excuse me. Armor up. So this is probably control.
Yep. If it was pirate, we'd be seeing some pirates already.
Yeah, I think we rat. Yeah, definitely. Let's play it.
Big
Think
bad
we'll get
voodoo?
You think we'll get a bloodlust out?
I don't.
Okay. Big bad voodoo is good with Mogus.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't hate it. It's not even bad with corrupted elemental. Corrupt elemental or even faceless corruptor.
Dragon.
So dragon. So troll bat rider with run-in the lackey.
Yeah.
Clear that. And just go face.
That puts us at 4, so we're just 2
So-
away.
Even if he does the bomb that summons, oh no, he can't. It's turn 4.
Shield block. I think we
Okay.
do we just faceless here? Faceless the 1/1?
We either face this 1/1 or we go ahead and play the corrupt elementalists. I think it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So yeah, let's go face with everything and then corrupt Put the Faceless Corruptor on the far left and hit the Cable Rat. This is playing around Collider,
Okay.
just in case he runs Collider in this.
Right.
You don't want to put the 5/4s next to each other. He doesn't have a good warpath. He can't warpath into Plague yet, I don't think. Brawl? Okay. It's an early brawl, too.
That is an early brawl. So now I think we just corrupt her. Corrupt Elementalist.
Sludge Slurper first. See if we get any better lackey. No. Okay. Yeah, Corrupt Elementalist sounds good. Unless you want to save it to well, we can't double next turn anyways. Yeah, I like doing it now.
Now this could, if he has the other brawl, maybe
He can
we draw it out.
warpath this. Yeah, let's say warpath. This is a warpath forward.
Okay.
We might need to just trot out the mind control tech. Maybe we just hero power mind control tech, kobold lackey to face.
We could do that.
Mind control decks. He's not going to give us an obvious board anytime soon.
Yeah.
And if he does later, we have Shutterwalk that
Right.
will allow us.
This is kind of why I didn't think the +3 attack was going to be a viable card. He was going to keep our board suppressed as much as possible.
Oh yeah. I think this might be some kind of combo. Oh ho ho.
Your feeble man
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is real bad.
Those pretty much best options for him.
Yeah, the dragon. Okay. Yeah, I think Dragon Pack's really the only way we can go, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I want him to develop more than we could possibly steal something with Shutterwalk next turn. Yeah, I think we go ahead and just Dragon Pack. And none of these are...
So do we just pass here?
Maybe we Big Bag Voodoo on the Mind Control tech? Just to make our board stickier? Does that make sense? I don't think we're going to have anything good to put it on.
Yeah.
No time soon, at least. We're probably going to Shutterwalk next turn if he develops any more into the board.
Okay.
I think we just pass.
I think I run the lackey into the 4/8.
Okay.
That
Soften it a
way,
little
if
bit.
he uses either of those to clear, they'll have 2 health left, and I can clear them with the elemental next turn.
That's true. He decided if he wants to clear the... He's going to try it. Oh. Oh, he Molten Breaths it. That's
Yeah.
smart. That's smart, because we could get a crazy board. Have we played a Sandstorm? We have not played a Sandstorm.
We have not played a Sandstorm yet. If I could draw the other Sandstorm right now, we could clear the board.
Well, hold on.
We can still clear the board.
Yeah, so we Hero Power, Sandstorm, and then Corrupt Elementalist?
Yep.
Because that'll give us
4.
4 2/1s.
We'll clear and have one left.
Do we go ahead and mutate the corrupt elementalist?
I don't hate that.
It'll keep us out of an easy. Well, he can still do a warpath with that. That wasn't
Yeah.
a great 6-drop.
We gained 2 attack, 1 health off that.
Yeah, not bad. Oh,
Deathwing.
Troll Bat Rider. Well, no, we have a Troll Bat Rider on the stack, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Could we? Did we put Galakrond in the stack? Is he in the stack? I'm just curious.
Your tenacity is admirable.
I mean, we could just Mogu into that. That seems weak, but I mean, we could.
I think we
could
Shatter
Shatter-
Walk and clear.
Yeah, it's just not a very potent Shatter Walk. I guess
No.
we'll get a bunch of 2/1s.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say we want to see the Sandstorm first, then the Troll Bat Rider, because the Troll Bat Rider could hit the 1/1. See, it just takes so long. And see, another thing, the Shutterwalk in this build, it's a refill.
Yes, it is.
Because you get a lot of lackeys and stuff back into your hand. Totemic Surge is a dead card.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay. Not terrible. This is where the second brawl would come out if I was him. Only other option, maybe Warpath Plague.
No tomb can hold me.
Okay, Restless. Double Restless. Kind of a weak play. Triple Warpath. Okay, here we go. Oh, Triple Warpath. Come on. Oh, no, we don't have it. Maybe he thought we would concede if we thought that's what he had. Okay, double execute. This actually is not terrible for us. Ooh, okay. Mogu. Run the Mogu in to mutate.
Yep.
So that's a start. See what we get. Oh,
That's
what
good.
about Hero Power Draconic Lackey to get us 2 dragons? And then, do we want to go ahead and send 4 to his face now?
I think so, but do we take Onyxia for a board feel?
He's used a lot of his clear. Maybe we do take Onyxia for a board fill. I don't hate that. Evasive Worm for more clear.
Divine Shield Rush, yeah.
Yeah. And then send a Kobold to face.
Yeah.
Put him at 12. That threatens lethal. We'll keep that Totemic Surge in our hand to make him afraid at something like Bloodlust.
Exactly.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Okay. Another execute. Plague Wrath. For 1 minion.
Wow.
Wow. So if we evasive worm into Ziliax, he does not heal. This denies 3 points of healing. And then I wouldn't play the Questing Explorer. Let's just keep it in our hand. That's pretty much all of his heal. He wasn't able to put it on another mech.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Here we go again. If he doesn't get a taunt off this, He doesn't. He would have played that so fast. Oh, man. Wrecked.
That was the best possible option for him.
It was. Oh, Andy got a
A life
lifesteal
steal. Yeah.
dragon. Did we just Anixia? I mean, we could Hero Power Devoted Maniac, and that will give us 3 2-attack rushes, but is that enough? I don't think it's enough.
I don't think it's enough.
Like, we just Anixia. And he got that was an awesome Dragon Queen.
Yes, it was. It was exactly what he needed.
I think the pool for dragons is so small that Alexstrasza Dragon Queen's power level was a lot lower, a lot higher than we thought it was.
Yeah.
I knew she was going to be strong, but I was thinking there's a lot of watered down dragons, especially in the basic and classic set. But honestly, when you got things like other Dragon Queens in the pool, you got Crazed Netherwing, which if you get Crazed Netherwing off of Alexstrasza Dragon Queen, it'll always be active because you have another dragon in your hand. Of course, that was risky because he did 3 damage to his own face. Ooh, wow. So he's only going to be at 6. So we need 2 points of damage if he doesn't. Oh, here we go. I wouldn't.
I don't know
weird.
that I would have gotten rid of the lifesteal.
I wouldn't have either. That opens doors for us.
We need 4 points of damage. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
I don't know that we got anything.
Oh my gosh, Shield Slam on a 1/1. Faces Corruptor. So we can clear. Yeah, that goes face. Yeah, Faceless Corruptor on the 1/1, and then Devoted Maniac. And then both of the Corruptors go into the 5/3s, and the Maniac and the Elemental goes into the 5/4. So he's at a point now he cannot afford to play Dr. Boom if he runs it.
Oh my gosh! This is the 3rd one this game.
Yep. I told you there's something with her. Okay. We got doors are opening. Okay. So evil lackey or kobold lackey to face. We just need to take damage to face. And then okay. Are there any 4-mana rushes? Oh, 4-mana charges? No, but there is a 3-mana charge. So I think we Witchy Lackey
The Kobold.
the Kobold Lackey trying to get the 3/1 charge.
Those aren't exciting enough.
We didn't.
No.
Maybe we just play the Questing Explorer, though, for another body he has to deal with.
Yeah, I think so.
But that was the out. If we could have gotten the 3/1 Wolf Rider,
Yes, the Wolf
we
Rider.
could have gotten Wolf Rider. That would have been lethal.
I'm gonna win.
Oh, my goodness. I think, did he? He snapped that fast.
I see a vision in the flames.
I think he's looking for, like, Warpath.
Yeah, he's digging hard.
Because he can only clear 2 minions from board. And he has to. The only thing about this deck I'm not a... Oh, my goodness. The only time we'll ever see that card played.
Yeah.
Is it even worth playing the Sandstorm Elemental right now? You only get rid of one minion.
So
I don't think we
10,
I don't think we play the
15,
same.
17 damage this turn.
That's fine. He doesn't have a lot of damage from hand. I think we just pass this turn
Okay.
because we could. We won't get a faceless. I was thinking. If we let him develop more, we can get the second mind control attack. Another Bat Rider would be okay. Trying to think of our outs. We need to go. Is this the third game we haven't drawn Galakrond once?
Yes.
Has Galakrond forsaken you?
He probably has.
Well, there's 2 damage. He just. Oh my gosh. That's a 4th Dragon Queen in his hand. Galakrond. Does it do anything? So I'm trying to see what does us better. So Hero Power Galakrond gives us 4 8/8s with Rush. And then a weapon. But we'll be at 9. I think that's our only play.
The oceans stir and the heavens cry.
We rush down the 8/5, the 5/3, the 3/3. And then we go to face with the 5 damage and hope he can't find the other 3 damage.
I think so.
Oh, wait, do we have one more we can attack with?
We do.
Clear it, the 2/3. Yeah. 8/2/3.
All right. He's got to
So
do
now he has to
9
come up
damage.
with 5 damage. We don't have to worry about his own Galakrond or any evokes. I mean, he would have had them by now. So he's Hail Marying here. He has to Hail Mary.
This is number 4.
This is number 4, and I think we win.
He got this off
No.
Dragon Breeder.
Well, yeah, he Dragon Breeder for it last turn, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, oh my goodness, he still
We
loses.
win.
That was a game.
Your tenacity is admirable. Nerfs, none can withstand
Just
the
go face,
tempest.
just kill him. That was a good game.
Wow.
So here is the weakness of Galakrond Shaman. Drawing Galakrond.
Yes.
If you don't draw Galakrond,
We
you
played
lose your
3 games and only saw him once.
You know, if we hadn't drawn Galakrond that turn, we would have lost.
Yep. Absolutely.
Now,
Yeah.
is that enough to not nerf it? I don't think so.
Well, no, because we won another game without ever seeing him.
Yeah, but that was against a quest rogue that was kind of hinky. So I don't know if I count that competitively. And we lost to the mirror because he got Galakrond and we didn't.
That's true.
In a world where we got the Galakrond before him, we would have won.
Yep. So there you go.
Yep. That's, I mean, is it enough to nerf it? Is it enough not to nerf it? I don't think so, but we don't know if it's getting nerfed or not. We'll find out at least on Tuesday. If they don't pull a Battlegrounds and just go, hey, this is a Nerfs. Yeah, it's live at 1 o'clock. You know? And they've been doing that with Battlegrounds, so maybe they just push out a Nerf on Tuesday. We'll have to see.
Yep.
I mean, here's my thing. Just talking about the Nerf a little bit, going back to it. If they were going to have an announcement of the Nerf on Tuesday, they wouldn't remind us of the dust refunds now. They would just put that in the announcement on Tuesday.
That's true.
But the fact that they announced that they're reminded us there will be dust refunds now, tell us there's a possibility it could just roll out on Tuesday.
Yep. There's that darn crazed Netherwing that swung the game back in his favor. So
That card's so good.
yeah. All right, gang. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. If you have any questions or comments about the show, please email us at heropowerpodcast@gmail.com. Hit that subscribe button below on YouTube if you've not done so already, and give us a follow on Twitch to be alerted when we go live. If you are interested in seeing the deck lists or being up to date on all the community news, feel free to check out our Discord. You can do so for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/heropower. And until next week, good gaming.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, season's greetings, all that stuff.
Bye, guys.